Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Chinese BL. Dramas have been experimenting with some really bold and interesting stories lately, which are full of emotions, intensity, and chemistry. So in today's video, I'm going to be rating 4 Chinese BL series, based purely on my own personal preference. Not popularity, not hype, just how much I enjoyed them. The series I'll be talking about are ABO Desire, Revenge Love, Kill to Love, and To My Shore. I'll be ranking them based on things like storyline, chemistry, emotional impact, and overall enjoyment. This is completely subjective. So if your favorites are ranked differently, that's totally okay. Feel free to share your own ranking in the comments. Let's get into it.
Coming in at number 4 is Kill to Love, and honestly, this one hurts to rank this low because I truly loved it. The story, the emotions, and the intensity were all really well done. Kill to Love is a dark, tragic BL that revolves around love, revenge, and fate. The characters are pulled into a cycle of pain, where love and violence, and every choice they make feels heavy and irreversible. The emotional depth is definitely one of its strongest points. But unfortunately for me, sad or tragic endings are just not my thing. No matter how well written a story is, if it leaves me completely broken at the end, it automatically becomes harder for me to rewatch or fully enjoy. So even though I genuinely love Kill to Love and think it's a powerful series, because of its heartbreaking ending and heavy emotional tone, it ends up being ranked 4th on my list, purely based on my personal preference.
Coming in at number 3 is Revenge Love, and this one stood out to me for more than just the story. The chemistry between the main couple is undeniable. Every interaction feels charged. The looks, the tension, the emotional distance that slowly turns into something deeper. You can really feel the connection building instead of it being forced or rushed. The story itself revolves around revenge, misunderstandings, and complicated emotions, where love grows in the middle of pain and unresolved conflict. It's the kind of relationship that starts messy, but becomes emotionally satisfying to watch. And can we talk about the OST for a second? Because it is top-notch. The music fits the mood of every scene so perfectly that it actually enhances the emotional impact. There were moments where the soundtrack alone made a scene hit harder. This is also why I really enjoyed Revenge Love. It has angst and tension, but it balances them with strong chemistry and emotional payoff, making it a series I'd happily rewatch. So for the chemistry, the storytelling, and that incredible OST, Revenge Love earns its spot as number 3 on my list. Coming in at number 2 is To My Shore. And yes, I know I said I'm not a fan of sad endings. But this series is the perfect example of a story that hurts so good. This drama is filled with angst, emotional obstacles, and constant tension, to the point where I was literally bawling almost every episode. Did I feel sad after watching each episode? Yes. Did I still immediately want to continue? Also yes. The storyline centers around 2 characters, who are drawn to each other despite layers of misunderstandings, emotional baggage, and circumstances constantly pushing them apart. It's a slow-burning, emotionally heavy story where love feels fragile, uncertain, and incredibly real. What truly hooked me is the chemistry between the actors, and how convincingly they portray their emotions. Every look, every pause, every breakdown feels intentional, and it makes the pain hit even harder as a viewer, even though the series still has 1 episode left, and there's the possibility of extra episodes. Based on how deeply invested I already am, To My Shore easily earns the 2nd spot on my ranking. My number 1 Chinese BL series is ABO Desire, and honestly, this one owns my heart. As a full-on Omegaverse and Mpreg fan, yes, proudly, this series hit me in a way I never expected. I had completely given up on the idea of ever seeing a live-action Omegaverse adaptation, especially a Chinese one. So when I finally watched ABO Desire, it felt unreal. Like, is this actually happening? From the very first episode, it had me hooked. The world building, the dynamics, the tension, everything about it screamed Omegaverse. And I love that it didn't water things down. It leaned into the tropes, the emotions, the instincts, the longing, all the things that make this genre so addictive. Now I know the series isn't perfect, but honestly, I didn't care. Because every actor brought their character to life in a way that made me feel everything. The emotions felt raw, the chemistry felt intense, and the vulnerability felt real. I wasn't just watching characters, I was attached. This series made me excited, emotional, soft, and slightly unhinged in the best way possible. It gave me something I had stopped hoping for. And because of that, ABO Desire will always hold a very special place in my heart. And that's why, without hesitation, ABO Desire is my #1 Chinese BL series.